Zetian didn't break the rules. She learned them, then used them like weapons. In Imperial China, power belonged to men. Emperors ruled, empresses advised. Concubines survived by staying invisible. Zetian did the opposite. She entered the palace as a teenage concubine, low rank, disposable, a political nobody, and she climbed anyway. First, she became the emperor's favorite. Then she became the empress. Then she became something the court had no category for, the person actually running the empire. Because here's the dirty secret of monarchy. If you control access to the ruler, you control the state. Zetian built a loyal network inside the palace. She promoted talent that owed everything to her. She punished rivals fast, and she understood image. She didn't just grab power, she justified it. She used religion and symbolism to make her rule feel inevitable. She commissioned favorable writings, controlled narratives, and turned political enemies into traitors to order. And when resistance rose, she didn't beg. She crushed it, not with battlefield armies, but with court machinery. Accusations, purges, exile, executions, the kind of violence that doesn't look dramatic until it's your name on the list. But here's what makes Zetian fascinating. She wasn't just a villain. She governed. She expanded the civil service exams, promoted capable officials, strengthened the state, and backed policies that made the empire run better. So the court faced a nightmare scenario, a ruler who was effective and unacceptable. Because if Zetian could rule successfully, then the old story, that only men could hold the mandate, collapsed. That's why her reign became a battlefield over legitimacy itself. And that brings us to the real question. How does a woman in a system built to exclude her convince an empire to obey? In the next episode, we'll dig into how Zetian built legitimacy, how she used fear and propaganda together, and why history couldn't decide whether to crown her as a genius or label her as a monster. If you enjoyed this trip down the rabbit hole, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Smart History for Dumb Times.